honored to present the Volunteer of the Year award. This year goes to Peter and Kari Nelson. Volunteers are very important to the community. I think for the most part, being a volunteer is kind of a thankless job, so it's very nice that we get to honor somebody for their work. Events of all kinds would not be possible or successful to the extent that they are without the efforts of the volunteers. I've known Peter and Kari Nelson for many years. You'd be hard-pressed to find a nicer couple and family. Peter is very generous with his time and talent. He's very involved with the United Way, which just had their fundraising breakfast last week. United Way is a very good organization that raises money in Pope County for Pope County programs for things such as stuff at the school for needy children and someplace safe, the food shelf, etc. Kari is equally generous, and she was very instrumental in founding Glenwood and Beyond and all the excellent work that that organization does. Glenwood and Beyond is a nonprofit organization whose mission statement is to promote a shared vision of enhancing the natural beauty and personality, enrich the lives of its residents and visitors, and work to ensure growth and prosperity for future generations. So if we get Peter and Kari up to the podium.
First of all, we want to just say thank you for the award. It's very much an honor to be recognized for volunteer efforts. I know there's a million people in the world who volunteer their time to make things happen, and I think the world would be there's so many needs in the world that if people didn't give of their own time, it would be a very lonely, very desolate, very neglected place. And so we just find in our hearts volunteering is very easy, especially when you find something that aligns with your skills and your passions. It's very easy to give of yourself. Excuse me. And in my case, I guess my passion comes in my pride for this community. And I know, as Justin made reference to Greg, I think a lot of the people that spoke earlier have said that Glenwood has so many good things happening. I mean, Glenwood has just a fantastic base of natural resources to work with, and we really have a lot of good things happening right now, and it's really an honor and really fun and really exciting to be a part of some of those things that are going on. So thank you for the recognition. It's very much an honor.
Yeah, definitely don't want to say thank you because there's tons of deserving people. People will ask, why do you volunteer? I do it for very selfish reasons. I do it because of the way I feel when I do it, when I give my time and talents. And I guess bottom line is God gave me a certain set of talents and gifts, and I feel like it's my job to do the best I can with them and share those with others. So that's the feeling that I get, and it's a good feeling, and I like to experience it as often as I can. So that's why I do it. And I'm lucky to have a supportive wife, and I guess we're on the same page when it comes to volunteerism. So we can support each other, because with 4 children, sometimes you get to watch them while the other runs off to a meeting, and it just works. There's never a question of what the priority is. But thank you very much for this honor. We appreciate it.
Well, I get the honor today to present 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards. And our first award winner today, it's hard to give a Lifetime Achievement Award when they're still young and able and still active in the community. So it's more of a partial Lifetime Achievement Award of what they've done so far, really. Our first candidate would be Sharon Larson. I'll give you a couple of tidbits of the things that she's done in the past. These are only a couple, bear in mind. I don't have enough time to go through everything. Worked as a Glacier Woods Hospital for 34 years, 17 years as the Director of Nursing. Founded one of the first Medicare certified hospices in Minnesota in 1984. Started one of the first Central Minnesota hospital-based home care programs. Outside of the medical world, 50-year member of Chippewa Falls Lutheran Church, where she served as treasurer, president of ESCW, Sunday school superintendent, choir director, Sunday school teacher, and worship leader. Also currently president of the Ann Bickle Heritage House Board. where she's written multiple grants to help receive legacy funds for the upkeep and restoring a registered Minnesota Historical Society building in our community. On the personal level, married over 50 years before the death of her husband Donnie, raised 4 children, which says enough right there. Sorry, Sarah, no offense. She most recently published a book comprised of journal entries throughout the years of her husband's battle with dementia. Journals being brought forward to help other families know that they're in similar battles and that they're not alone. With that ado, I'd like to invite Sharon Larson up to the podium and to receive her plaque and to share a few words.
Thank you very much for this honor. I feel just overwhelmed by all this response, but I feel so fortunate to have been born in this community and to be able to live and to have worked in this community all my life. Wonderful place to be, wonderful people. I hope to live out my retirement years here too. And I feel very blessed with my family, my friends, and this great community. Thank you again for this great honor.
Our second award winner this afternoon started off at a young early age, at 11, Boy Scout, Eagle Scout by age 14, state and national awards in forestry and 4-H. Moved on to UMD pre-dental, started to put the pieces together of who I'm talking about. 1968, graduated dental school at age 23, one of the youngest in his class. Married his wife Lois. Should be figuring this out pretty soon. Moved to Kentucky, was active in the dental unit down there for the 101st Airborne Screaming Eagles, and received the Army Commendation Medal at Fort Campbell. Moved up to Glenwood, 1970, started dental practice. Was able to build Minnewaska Dental Clinic, 1974. Been active in JC's, Lions, Sacred Heart Church, Glacier Woods Hospital Board, and now has just retired this past October and sold the business on to a next generation to keep that not Minnewaska Dental, but keep the dental service going in Glenwood. With that ado, I'd like to invite up Gerald Maher to receive the award, please.
I can be thankful for coming to Glenwood because my wonderful wife always said when we were in Kentucky, when we saw the ad for practice for sale, that was a beautiful place to go, as they used to go to the cities to visit. And so we came up and purchased Dr. Ergen's practice. It's been a real good community to raise a family. We've got really quality schools here, which are hard to come by when you look at some of the communities. And we've got really honest, wonderful people to work for. And it took me 4 years to find somebody I was comfortable with to take over my practice, but Dr. Wallen fit the bill. And I'm really glad that he's here, and I'm having a good time in retirement trying to keep Lois's projects completed. So thank you for the honor.
Hi, I'm Jessica Boyer, and I'm the Executive Director with United Way of Douglas and Polk Counties, and I'm here with Corliss Stark, a staff member of mine. And we are really honored to be able to offer some awards. We have a tradition of acknowledging businesses in communities who have increased their donations over the past year by 25% or more. And in the 2010-11 year, we had 4 businesses, 3 of which were in Polk County, that were acknowledged for their increase in contributions. And so we felt it was a great opportunity at this awards recognition dinner to be able to acknowledge those businesses that are contributing to your community right here in Polk County, because money raised here does stay here. So at this time, I would love to be able to to start with, one business, Massman, who has been providing a business campaign in their place of work for over 6 years, had an increase of 25% over the last year. And unfortunately, they weren't able to be here, but we were able to get them their plaque in the past. So we just want to make sure that Massman gets acknowledged for their contributions to Polk County. Another great business here in town who has been doing a tremendous amount for the United Way is Glenwood State Bank. For the last 5 years, they've had campaigns in their place of work, and in the 2010-11 year, they were able to increase their donation by 100%. Glenwood State Bank.
Glenwood State Bank was, the success was our employees. And we have a lot of employees here, and I'd like to have them stand. They deserve the credit. Thank you all.
And the third place of business here in Polk County that had a tremendous campaign as well. They offered this to their employees for the second year in a row, and also saw a 100% increase over the last year, and that is Glacial Ridge Hospital. Kirk. And once again, I think that those businesses do deserve this acknowledgement because they are doing so much for the community right here in Polk County. So thank you once again to all the businesses that participate. Thanks.
I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to show up to this event. It's very important to see who won these awards and to support them. So thank you very much for attending the annual meeting, and this meeting is adjourned.